So let's talk about this. Okay, so first of all, how rare is it that you have two serial killers in the same geographic location doing horrific crimes simultaneously, and they both decide to turn themselves in at the same time?
Yeah, and I don't know.
I mean, that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
It sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And that's why, law enforcement went from, man, what in the world's happening? Do we have two killers to, holy crud, we got two guys in custody. Now what do we do? And so.
Right, but both of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's the only.
You see, this seems, and I'm not a cop. I have relatives in law enforcement, and I'm, of course, a fan of all the detective shows. But it seems that it was a bad idea to put two serial killers side by side when you're not sure who's responsible for what deaths at this point. Well, especially when both of them are paranoid schizophrenics and could influence each other.
They did have some, so they didn't come together precisely like, on a Tuesday they both showed up. There was a little bit of a gap there, but they both, at the time when they were sitting next to each other, there was a couple issues. One's logistics. It's 1973. There's not separate holding cells across the city where we can stash these two serial killers. It's logistics, right? So, and they both have to go to court, and they're both going through separate court proceedings, and so they have to, their paths will cross. There's just, today it would be easier for me to do that, to separate them, but at that point they didn't have that.
But they're in separate cells.
Oh yeah, they're not chumming up.
How is Kemper intimidating Mullin during this then?
Well, Mullin is a slight little guy. He was like 5'7", I think, 5'8", maybe 165 pounds. Well, Edmund Kemper was like 6'9". Wow. So he was a beast, and so he physically scared people. He scared the police. He scared the detectives. He certainly scared
Mullin, huh?
Mullin, but he knew that. And
was Kemper pissed that Mullin was stealing some of his thunder because of his crimes?
He didn't come right out and say that, but he did kind of make it known that, hey, I did what I did, and he did what he did. We're not together. We didn't work together, and I ate bodies and stuff. That's what. Edmund Kemper was like, hey, he may have killed a few people, but I ate body parts.
But I'm the big bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm big. They called him Big Ed, obviously, because of his size and stuff. So, but they constantly were at each other's throats, but mostly it was just Kemper messing with Herbert, and Herbert just would plead with the guards, just, is there any way you could just get me away from this guy? And Ed would kind of relish in the moment, and he would say, you guys think I'm crazy, and mind you, he's doing necrophilia and killing family members and eating body parts and stuff, but he tells the detectives and the people there that, hey, you think I'm crazy, but this guy Herbert, he's completely lost his mind.
Well, what does that say about you when a complete psycho's like, hey, that guy's freaky?
Subscribe now for True Crime Tuesday by visiting darknessradio.com and clicking the True Crime Tuesday banner. Never miss another episode of True Crime Tuesday and Dumb Crimes and Stupid Criminals. Go there now, darknessradio.com, and click on the True Crime Tuesday banner. Do it now.